There we were, after seeing a film about the multiverse, debating, discussing about silly things while
For
eating
the
some
first
onions.
image, ganito lang naman
It was
gagawin
the
natin. So, it's an girl.
music. He
Yung
spoke about
naglalakad.
the government
Yung
markets,
patalikod. So,
tyrants, dictators,
sometimes
and
I
all
just
the
draw
tricks. He seemed to be updated to the
yung
latest
ulo niya.
news.
And then, of course, gagawin kong ganyan
All his
para
arguments
lang may
stuck
movement.
as
Kung
if they
parang
rolled
kung
into a tight,
towards pa ganun siya. If
calculated
otherwise,
recipe.
kung
But the
nakaganon yung
majority's course
gagawin kong line,
often
pag ganun siya
familiar
pupunta. So, dahil pag ganito
before.
siya,
Legions of opinions now
um, mas nag-toward leaning sa ganyan.
on a tangent
And then,
about why he
gagawin ko
wasn't
is,
able to
I'll break
create
down
some
her
story
shoulder.
there or other.
And
Now I
then the
really
other
know what
shoulder
happened.
here,
I really tried to
like
listen
that. So
more
since
than
hindi
he
kita
did.
masyado yung
His
kabilang
own
side, I'll just draw the other
problems.
shoulder.
But when I
Then the
provided
neck.
solutions, he only spat at
And
me with
then,
excuses.
I imagine may torso siya
Conversations
dito, like
bordered
that.
with evasion.
So,
But ultimately he said
something like
no. I
that.
gave him
Yung
another
pelvis
chance,
niya, ito eh.
even though we were eating at Burger
Ito yung
King.
puwet niya. So,
Then he
pagkadating sa
the topic
muscle
about
sa
my
puwet,
opinion.
importante din kasi
He asked
you
me
can
if I
identify
knew
yung
all.
leg
I
na
answered I
kung nasa
did.
napunta. So,
He then told the news of some shortage of fries for one reason or
so
other.
yan siya, di
I
ba?
do not recall all that I was concerned for, 'cause
So,
I could order larger
So,
fries
para
at
lang makuha
home.
natin
When
yan,
it
yung
was
length
time
ng
for
puwet
me to
niya,
state my say on some
right?
things
So,
I
leave
didn't
that.
issue, he had
And
a
then this one,
master's
yung tuhod.
diagram.
So, if you notice, I'm
All
going
his
about it sa
arguments were
joints.
always
Then,
there
yung bili ko dyan, medyo malaki na. Kasi I
next
want
to this
that
and
to
that,
serve as
laboratory
yung
testimony.
parang ankle. It's like you're
But
making,
when the big question asked
yun
what
nga, mga
was the
joints ng
truth about
toys.
it,
So,
he answered,
and then yung
"All
other
he
feet
did
niya.
was."
So, mag-uumpisa dito yung bilog niya ulit kasi dito nga galing yung puwet.
He was puzzled by his
Tapos
capabilities.
susundan niyo ng another joint
He had
yun
many
dito,
gifts, but none of
kasi nga
heaven or
naglalakad siya and then
light.
nangyari. So stick figures din
He
actually,
suggested I some
it
solutions, a
helps,
multitude of
diba?
methods to combine my
So
no action was
feet,
taken, more words of
and then yung paa
justification,
niya,
saboteur. His
ganyan,
dreams he jinxes had me
medyo
envious. He was in his excuses.
ganun kasi nga
He didn't see the
naglalakad siya.
vision.
So ito
Was
dapat
all about here and there and maybe an idea
that.
of thereafter. He's up to date
And
on the
then
latest buzz.
just
However,
go in and
politically
then I make
correct talking
adjustments.
heads
So
headlines.
yung
He
ito
knew all the
lagi,
in-depth
yan yung
info.
ano tawag
He
binti niya,
mystified. His
laging
memory
may
is full.
muscle yan of course
Then I
kasi
realized
naglalakad.
some scoop about the shortage of
So,
fries. In the end, however, he
so you can
denied
just put
himself.
the knee here
Saddened
like
seeing
that.
my friend
So,
do this
well,
and
this is
that.
not basic shape. So
But he
let's make
knew
it
not
basic
who
shapes.
truly
But
resides
since
inside.
nakapamulsa siya, so I'll break it down to shapes. Something like that. So if we're going to put this over here and then so what you can do is just get that. So meron na trapezoid dito. Meron na kayo ng bump dito, yung abang ganyan ng muscles. It's basically like this. So yun yung basic shapes. Parang oblong dito, oblong dito, oblong dito, oblong dito, oblong dito. Ganyan, di ba? So dito naman, yung parang trapezoid, and then like a small rectangle here, and dito, siya. So if you ask me, I think some of you already know this, but this is important pagka ginawa na natin siya ng muscle. So parang ganyan yung ano niya. Ngayon, sige, so pwede natin siya, pagka nakuha niya na yan, ang dali niya nang kuha yung basic shape niya. So, let's say, you can dress her with skin or wobby. Yeah. So you can also make adjustments. Like that. Dali nakuha niya na yun. Ano binigyan? Ganun yan. Na. So na yan. So, kunin mo dito, pero at least you got the basic shape. Ngayon, you can also think, oh, bakit mas mataas to? Well, at least meron na tayo unang shape. Kasi ito, it goes sa foreground. Diba? Ito yung medyo nasa background or middle ground. So, mas mahaba to. Parang ganun. Pero, I'm not saying na sobrang accurate yung dinrawing ko dito. Pero it's something. Diba? You can get from basic shapes like this to that. Let's do another one. Okay, so ito medyo mas challenging tong guy na to kasi medyo matatabunan siyang stuff, but at least we can try our best. So, I purposely chose this guy kasi para mahirapan kayo. Pero dahil alam ko namang may alam naman kayo sa anatomy kahit paano, pero medyo paano natin i-breakdown yung ganito. For me, I would do something like this. Kung ako lang diba? Yeah.
When you are dreaming, the alarm clock is your enemy. When you want to wake up to face reality, the alarm
Kung ako lang yan, I would understand that. Now, if I'm gonna break it down, which is I don't usually do na kasi nga, for me okay na to in the long run. Okay, kasi alam ko may skin, tapos kumat na to, diba? Tapos may unan siya dito. But if I were going to, yun nga, sa anatomy class natin, I will break it down into shapes. I will 9 to 2, or break down the joints. Kasi, ayan nga, ito yung joints. So, we're gonna get the joints first. Kasi parang mga period yan. Pupunuan niya lang yung sentence. Pag alam niya na yung period, di ba? So, parang may period siya, tapos pupunuan niya na lang yung sentence. So, parang dito, okay, dito sa arm na to, select that po, may blank yung dito. So, basic shape, of course. Yeah.
waiting for coffee to dine or to go matters not. Not a second wasted, not a moment lost to time. Those who have been
Sorry, namamali ko. Basic shapes pala, sorry. So, eto, so ano siya, lump na siya, parang oblong. Then, on top of that, medyo slimmer, oblong, parang fish. And then, ito yung palikpik niya, or that. So, just to reiterate, yan, yung mga basic shapes natin like that, yung paa niya is like a trapezoid as well. Parang pag ganun siya, di ba? If nahirapan kayo sa paa, buwala ka ng ganyan. If nahirapan kayo sa kamay, ang kamay basically, ganyan lang siya. Tapos 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Kung lagi kayo sausage, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or trapezoid, or square. Well, actually trapezoid kasi pag ganyan siya talaga. Tapos gawa kayo ng reverse trapezoid, or tapos tsaka niya iiwain. And then, some. So, mahal ka na, hands. Ganun lang. Tapos, laging may joint dito sa may wrist. So, dyan lang siya pwedeng ma-bend. Kung i-bend yung kamay, diba? Tapos, basic shape, below, tawan, ulo, diba? Leeg, katawan, kung ano man ginagawa. Kung ano man ginagawa, tapos sa ganyan siya. So, anyway, pero with this one, okay, I'm just gonna do the basic shapes again. Here, so it's another circular thingy. sausages, hotdog, whatever. And then yung dulo niya nandito, so it's a circle. So ako, ginagawa ko, hindi na ako gumagawa ng bilog, tapos ganyan, kasi gets ko naman yung shape ng tao. And then, of course, dito, yung trapezoid niya, diba? Tapos another sausage dito on the tuhod. So, sige, not sure if nagets niya to, pero let's make it more solid. Kasi ito yan, parang trapezoid. Diba? Tapos, ito yung joint, and then connected to another joint, So, parang ganun siya. But basically, what we're doing is we are actually getting the shapes first, tsaka natin i-break down yung mga anatomy talaga, like muscle and bones and everything. Para lang gets nyo muna kung ano yung mga shapes. Kasi yung mga shapes na yun, kaya may shape siya na oblong and everything. Kasi nga, based lang yun sa muscles and bones. Yung stick figure, it's basically the skeletal figure if you did it from. So, mamaya, buluin na natin siya ulit. Diba? So, medyo siguro, ito yung kamay niya. Wala. Tutulit siya. That.
But ultimately he said nothing. Gave him our nuggets of wisdom, even though we were eating at Burger King. And fittingly, the topic about fries came up. He asked me if I knew of it. I answered, I didn't. He then told the news of some shortage of fries for one reason or other. I do not recall that I was concerned.
So, diba? Siya na yun. Muslim buhay pa to. So, ngayon, of course, kung gusto nyo pang nagtagdan, gata ng shadow. Mas pag... Turn please. Yeah. Extra na lang to. Hindi pa lang ganun. So, paano lang gets yung tao, diba? So, and if you ask me, parang sabi ko kanina, pinapahirapan ka ko. Pero parang ang dali lang ngayon, diba? Anyone can draw circles and can draw shapes like that. Diba? So, ayan. Gagamitin natin yung stick finger na theory. So, yun lang. Tapos, ano siya doon. Then, tigumay niya, in between, and then, that. So, for me, gets ko yan. Kasi ako yun, di ba? I get what I'm doing. Di ba? But if kahit yan ang makuha ko, and can also just get, yun nga. Kasi may reference naman, di ba? Something like that. But you get the human figure. Now, I noticed sa mga gawa niya, medyo, hindi sila expressive masyado sa anatomy. Kumbaga, para talagang binabase nyo lang sa picture. Pero you don't know the x-ray image. Kumbaga, if may picture like this, ipipinta nyo lang siya as is. Like, kung si kuya, ganito yung image niya, di ba, na parang ganyan siya, you guys just draw everything as is. Pero if ako yung magdodrawing niyan, ang gagawin ko basically is I will draw everything ng ganito muna. Hindi lagi, pero pagka dinrawing ko yan, alam kong lalakpas ko muna yung knee dito, di ba? Para lang maintindihan ko na may joint doon. Pag sinadingan ko to, alam ko mas malalim yun kasi may siko dito. Ito, medyo may shading dito kasi nga, andun yung katawan niya, ganyan. Ito, half body, half face yan, so ganyan siya. huwag nyo lang siyang i-painting as is. Kailangan gets nyo yung nasa likod niyang ano na yan, yung una na yan, 'di ba? Yung ulo, alam nyo yung laman yan kahit hindi ano. And even if hindi siya nakikita hindi siya makikita sa final artwork nyo, i-drawing nyo pa rin yan like this, 'di ba? So, alam nyo kung saan lumalapat yun. Alam mo, katulad nito, yung kilikili niya, ayan. Ito yun eh. 'Di ba? Pero alam ko yun nandun. Kabisado niya yun. Pagka pinrolling nga lang to ng as is, halatang stiff yung artwork nyo kasi you don't understand yung basic kung saan ano ba itsura nito sa ilalim niyan, 'di ba? Ano bang itsura nun, 'di ba? Sa likod niyan. Kaya medyo parang napansin ko stiff yung mga paintings nyo kasi you don't understand yung kung ano nasa likod niya. Kasi nga hindi kayo naturuan sa anatomy na dapat tinuruan kayo. So, yun lang. So, dapat alam nyo, these practices, we are actually looking for what we can do dun sa mga nakatagong parts para maintindihan nyo yung anatomy. 'Di ba? Parang sa grammar, kailangan maintindihan nyo yung sentence or maintindihan nyo yung paggamit ng the or if or is. Sa anatomy, ganun din. Kailangan maintindihan nyo muna yung bones and figures para makapag-create kayo ng fluent na expression ng body ng tao. Okay? So, let's go to the next one. Alright. So, eto si ate. Padali lang to. So, let's just make it quick. So, kung ang image nyo ay nakaupo lang, so, I usually do this. Yan. Yeah. So, what I did here is gumawa ako ng pa-S, di ba? So, if you can see there, yung S na yan yung flow niya, or parang yung gesture niya, kumbaga, yan. So, what I did is, bilog lang kasi ganun. Now, this is just parang wire. If nag-scab kayo, ito yung armature. Parang meron siyang through line sa loob. Diyan nakabase lahat. Yung movement niya, yung galaw niya, yung paano siya umupo. And also, may weight siya. So, ito yung weight niya. So, ayan. Wala namang bilog exactly dyan. But I'm going to do that just to emphasize or for me to understand na mayroong weight dito. Okay? So, let's try and break her down. If I was going to do this on my own, ito lang ang gagawin ko dyan. Kasi nga, dito yung weight. So, what I'll do is, I'll do yung buto niya dito at buto niya dito. Ganyan. Tapos, buto niya dito. And then, another buto. And then, yung paa. Okay? Ganyan ko siya gagawin. And then, for the other leg, I'm going to this, that. Ganyan. Okay. So, okay. Just to be clear, ang ginawa ko is yung buto. Now, if we're gonna go to the basic shape, this is like that. Like that. And then another basic shape. So, if you can notice, gagawin ko na siyang ganyan. Parang yung sa mga marionette. Oops, palit. So, dito siya pala. Kaya nagawin ko kung ganyan. Okay, but you would also just draw the diba? So, that's the other leg. And then, this leg, nasa likod. Sige, let's just use another para sa kabilang side. Para hindi magpilo. So, this slightly upward siya. So, di ba, this doesn't just mean yung buto ng leg. It could be just somewhat, parang dyan banda. Okay, so, nakita ko, medyo mas maangat pa yung leg niya. So, gagawa ko ganyan. Basic shape ko. And then, I'm just gonna do this. So, let's say, kung dito nag-rest yun, ganyan yung pala niya. Diba? So, I hope you can see that. Yeah. Okay, let's just draw it ng tapos para hindi tayo magulahan siya. So, if it's the actual na, ganito siya. Ay! Patay ko, naguluhan. Sorry. Yung paa niya kasi na ganito. Anyway, sige. Eto na siya. So, tingnan. Tapos yung niya, paano yung sabihin ko? So,
Sabotaging fiend, let the challenge be your friend. Let the mountain you climb be your solace when you choose
bulo pala niya.
rather than
Tapos,
destroy.
let's try our best.
Defeat the enemy rather than complaining about the long line.
Sabi na lang natin, let's just put
Or compose,
pants on her. Ano na lang, mabura yung mali natin. Black pants, sige.
strong wind whistles outside beyond my window. High quality actions only equal to art.
It's na. So let's just do a slightly grayer pant. Diba? And for the shoe, let's make it blue shoe. So siya na yan. Ngayon, of course, balik tayo sa taas. Medyo chubby yung Mary niya. So, pero later na pala, sorry. So, pag ganyan siya, and then, dito yung danas po. Then, sa servo siya, sa kamay, and that. So, like that. So, like I said, hindi naman exactly dito yung hook. Pwede siyang maging adjust pa as we go along. Kasi minsan, nabibend din to. Tala nyo yung pagka in-stretch yung pag ganyan yan, iba yung length niya. Pero pagka na-bend siya ng ganyan, iba, maghahalo tong part na to. Kaya dapat, hindi siya talaga yung basis niya lang. It's just a guide sa vicinity kung saan niya siya i-bend. Diba? So, like that. Like this. And like that. Okay. So, yan basic shape. And then, bago nyo gawin yung kabilang side, sige, pwede na naman gawin yung pelvis, so, collarbone dito. Then, square siya, so patusok. Lagyan natin trapezoid. And then, another pabaliktad na trapezoid. So, parang ganyan. Diba? And then, so, kung dito nang gagaling yung kabilang shoulder niya, dito kanina yung siko niya, the other hand is here, or you can just loosen it like that. Okay, let's break it down sa shape. So, sa shape, sa lateral, these shapes, this is the sausages I want, and then that, and from the other hand, sabihin na lang natin yung siya. So, yung body niya is like this. Right, so, medyo nasobrahan ko dito. So, pwede natin adjust one, make up for that, and then this one, like that. Diba? So, for yung leeg, so yan yung bilog, di ba? Like I said, vicinity lang. Pwede nyo siyang ayusin pa. Like that. Then, leeg, like that. Yeah. Now, if we're gonna finish it off like that. Saddens me, my friend knew this and that, but he knew not who truly resides inside. Tapos, ito, another sketch to it. So, if we try to finish that off, yun nga, Yan.
Sinusubukan tayo ng tadhana at buhay. Mga kamay na hinawakan ng mga kaluluwa at multo. Kung hindi kita
Yan. Pwede nyo na ba? I-backtrack yan. Mali. Nasot niyo. Ocho. Still flawless. Mana? Or let's say, purple naman yung suot niya.
yung tipong papakasalan.
There we go. Ngayon, if you ask me, masyadong malaki ito, masyadong maliit to, because I didn't put much effort in it. Kumbaga, hindi ko na siya, kung ito siya kanina, something like that, diba? Nanakaw kung ganyan, hindi ko na dinrawing na talagang nagmura-mura pa ako, diba? Talagang, I just did it like quickly para sa demo na to. But what you can do is, pwede niya pang ulit-ulitin yun. Pwede niya ulitin yung mukha para mas kamukha niya. Ayusin niya pa yung buko. Pero ang basis ng sketch is, di ba? Ito lang nung una. Tapos, may mga stick figure, may bilog dito. Di ba? Yun lang. Tapos, basic shape. Trapezoid. Basic shape below. Tapos, binuuin niya na. Di ba? Nilagyan niya na siya ng balat. Okay, yung shirt. So, everything started with a circle and then yung gesture ng katawan niya, di ba? Of course, pag tinignan nyo ulit, pwede nyo naman tignan ng gano'n. Okay, di pa siya. Makukuha nyo rin yun effectively. Alright? So, if you have any questions, just message me. I also send other videos na may magawa rin ng Andrew Loomis style. And then, I think may PDF ako pero hindi ko lang alam kung share ko. So, chat. Kasi malaki siya, but I'll find a way. Alright, guys.
Kumukulektang alak ng mata. When you are dreaming, the alarm clock is your enemy.